on an urban canal in Broward County. Never been to this place before, but I thought I'd give it a try. As I'm sure you can hear, it's quite windy. We had a front come through a couple days ago, and it's still creating a lot of disturbance in the weather patterns. I'm going to be getting off this main canal as soon as I can and heading to the left. Maybe I'll get some lee from the wind. This is fresh water. I believe it is. Should be some bass in here, and I'm also hoping for some snakeheads or even peacock bass. Lately I haven't done very well in salt water, so I'm looking for more freshwater places to come to, and found this spot. Has a good boat ramp and parking lot. It's not too far away, so thought I'd explore some of these freshwater venues and give a rest to the saltwater. We'll see what happens today. Just turned off onto one of these side canals and immediately got some relief from the wind. You can probably hear the difference immediately. Looks pretty good back here, actually. Houses along both banks, but I've seen some of those weeds out from the banks, as I do at the Boynton Beach Canal that I go to, so that could hold some fish. They might turn out better than I thought. We'll see. Well, okay, there are a few fish in here. I just switched from that tiny green popper to another green and white fly. This one's subsurface, kind of like a clouser, but without much weight on it, just so it would get down a little further than the popper. And just trolling along here, and this bluegill came up and took it. So maybe as it warms up, as the day warms up a bit, we'll get a little more action. But I knew there had to be some fish in here. Well, I had to break down and switch to a worm. I hadn't gotten a bite on the fly rod in quite a while, so I switched to a worm. And this little bass came off the shoreline and took it. Passed some fellow kayakers a little while back, said they'd caught 4 or 5 bass, so they're in here. Maybe as the sun gets up and warms up the water, we'll do a little better. Water temperature is 74 degrees today, which is probably a couple degrees cooler than it's been. We've had 2 pretty cool nights, and it's dropped the water temperature, but as the sun gets up and heats things up, maybe the action will up. He got himself off. Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Bass. Alright, let's go back to fishing. It's a little past 12:30, and I think I'm going to head home. Caught one more small bass, about the size of the last one, on a rubber worm. Not a whole lot of action this morning, which doesn't surprise me. It's a nice spot, though. I think I may be back, maybe when the weather's a little warmer. Got more sunshine. A lot of houses back here. Driving past people's backyards. Past some dogs. Saw what was, I think, one of the biggest and meanest looking pit bulls that I've ever seen. Came right down to the water's edge and barked at me, but I just ignored him and kept on going. I think I'll come back here at some point, maybe in a week or 2. Action wasn't that great, but it's worth giving it a try. There's plenty of water here, and I like these little passageways where you can get back off the main canal and catch some lee from the wind. Really, the wind wasn't that big a problem today, luckily, because I was able to come on these north-south canals when the wind is coming from the east, which gave me some protection. So I'm going to spend another 20-30 minutes out here. Saw some big carp, probably grass carp, at 20-pound range. They'd be great to catch on a fly rod. I don't know what kind of fly you'd use, though, to catch a grass carp, but they're about the biggest things I've seen so far. Alright, that'll be it for today.